Is telling Fox News that the new FBI report could be finished as soon as tomorrow.
A lot is going to depend on what comes back from the FBI in terms of their additional number 7 investigation. But I think that Judge Kavanaugh is doing very well right now.
Joining me now in an exclusive interview is someone who actually worked on one of those vettings of Judge Kavanaugh personally. Cristie Remington has known Judge Kavanaugh for more than 20 years, was involved in his 5th background investigation when he was appointed to the D.C. Circuit Court. Cristie, thank you very much for being here tonight. What do you make of this time frame in terms of what they had to do? We know that they spoke with Deborah Ramirez at length and Mark Judge at length. Does it make sense to you that it could possibly wrap up as soon as tomorrow?
Certainly. He, as many people have said, he's been through 6 full-field background investigations. So those investigations generally build on the previous one. And as the Senate had asked, this one would be very limited in scope. So I can understand why it wouldn't take very long, and the FBI has many investigators that they can send out.
I just want to put up a quote from Dr. Ford's legal team to the FBI today, because they are upset that they have not been contacted in the course of this supplemental investigation. They say it's inconceivable that the FBI could conduct a thorough investigation of Dr. Ford's allegations without interviewing her, Judge Kavanaugh, or the witnesses that we have identified in our letters to you. Your thoughts on that?
So both Judge Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford testified extensively before the Senate under oath. So I can understand why the FBI wouldn't feel the need to go back out to them. They had access to that testimony, presumably.
So a lot of what we're seeing in the interim in terms of new information that's kind of flooding the market here includes a lot of, sort of really wild charges from a number of people that he went to high school or college with. We're also getting some handwritten information about Beach Week. We're back to Beach Week in 1983. And I just want to put this up on the screen. This is a note that reportedly Brett Kavanaugh wrote, but it says it's signed by Bart. I don't know if that was a nickname. But it says it would probably, and he's sort of informing all of his friends about the plan for Beach Week, and he's outlining what everyone needs to bring and all of this stuff. And he says we need to be careful because we don't want to get kicked out. P.S. It would probably be a good idea on Saturday, the 18th, to warn the neighbors that we're loud, obnoxious drunks with prolific pukers among us. Advise them to go about 30 miles, and then it drifts off. Is this relevant in any way to you?
Normally, we draw a line when in these FBI investigations at their 18th birthday, and I think at least in judicial selection, what is most relevant to at least in the Bush administration and the people who were reviewing the backgrounds of candidates is what they did as an adult and how they've acted as an adult, what they've done as a lawyer. And in this case, what they've done as a judge. And I
mean, there's a lot of focus on proving that he's a sloppy drunk, is what we've heard a lot in the last 24 hours. Is that part of the original background checks that were done on him, looking into alcohol, behavior, those sorts of things?
Certainly, that is a standard question in every background investigation. They ask about alcohol use and drug use going back to your 18th birthday.
Cristie, thank you very much. Good to see you tonight.
Sure.